What's up, guys? Welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, J4, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see who else is over here. Hey, Jermaine, what's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Let's go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen. Guys, if you enjoyed this content tonight, don't forget to do a couple things for me. Number one, let's thumbs up. Let's thumbs up. Let's thumbs up. Let's like this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Okay? Comment and share as well. And thank you guys so much. All righty. All righty. And if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do that by doing a cash app to $ShadesTube or either a super chat. Thank you so much for that too, guys. Again, welcome to ShadesTube, guys. We got a good show tonight. We are going to be talking about Donald Trump and what he planned, what he promised to do on his first day of president, And we are going to talk about the Republicans in social security benefits, okay? And businesses are preparing to raise consumer prices to offset Trump's tariff cost. And guys, we got some Diddy news with his son, Christian. He is receiving backlash for some things that he put on IG. And guess whose place was raided? DJ Khaled. All right, so we're going to be talking about all this stuff, y'all. So get you something to eat, drink, a relaxing bed, chair, or whatever, and get ready to watch this. And if you are at work, make sure you do your job and check this out. Y'all, hold on for 1 second. I forgot to do something on my live. I always forget stuff, y'all, sometimes. Let me do this real quick. All right, just hold on. I forgot to put some on here. Messing around on that phone. I forgot to put some up here. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real quick. So how y'all doing? Did y'all have a good day today at work and a good day overall? Let's see. I definitely did. I took my cat to get her shot, and I went shopping, and I went to work, and I took my girl shopping and stuff, and that's it, y'all. That's what I did today. What else I got to put? I'll be doing this little thing right here. Let's see, because I forgot to put it up. Damn, I knew I was forgetting something. Y'all, I be rushing so much, I be forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I sure do. Do this the right way real quick. Hold on for a minute. How you spell this dude's name? Okay, let's see. Let's do this real quick, y'all. And who else? Who else? Okay, I forgot what to put one more thing up here. Let's do this. Can't believe I forgot to put this up here, guys. Okay, now there you go. Oh, I spelled this wrong. Damn. I didn't spell it wrong. I just be typing. So Shay's Tube can't type worth anything. Okay, let's keep it real. Okay, now I think I got it up there now. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with this live, guys. Hey, Most Hated Bronze, thank you so much for tuning in. I have 3,000 subs. Jermaine, I did not even know that. Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations, y'all. We got 3,000 subs. I cannot believe that, y'all. I can't believe it. Yay, 3,000. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, J4. Okay, what's up, y'all? What's up? It is 12:15 out here on the West Coast. It is November the 8th. It is Friday, y'all. Can you believe that? This week is going by so fast, y'all. It really is, okay? Let's go ahead and start off with this live because this is going to be a juicy live tonight, okay? This morning. Let's go ahead and talk about Donald Trump first. Congratulations, y'all, who all voted for Donald Trump, all right? Let's go ahead and do this. Trump time, y'all. It's Trump time, all right? Okay, let me get a little sip of water so I can read this correctly tonight. Make sure y'all thumbs up, guys, and share this video and subscribe to the channel, okay? And don't forget to get your memberships to this channel. Membership is only $4.99, so make sure y'all go ahead and become a member, all right? I made it very cheap for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and go to the story. This is breaking news and topic time, all right? So first thing first, let's go ahead and cover um, the things that Donald Trump promised to do. All right, can you guys hear me pretty good? Because I don't want to turn that music down. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to this. Okay, guys. So President-elect Donald Trump has been reelected as the 47th president of the United States, as you guys already know, marking a historic return to the White House just 4 years after he left. Throughout his campaign, guys, Trump has made countless promises and touted numerous retributions for his first day in office. And while some are achievable, others might not be. Okay, thank you, J4. Thank you so much, hon. Here's what he said he would do once he returns to the White House. Number one, Trump said he would end the war in Ukraine. Okay. Now, during the second presidential debate between Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump claimed he would end the war in Ukraine before beginning his presidency. He said, I will get it settled before I even become president. When I win, when I am president elect, and what I will do is I'll speak to one, I'll speak to the other, I'll get them together. That war would have never happened. Trump said, implying he could get Ukraine to enter an uneasy truce with Russia. So what do you guys think? Do you think he could end this war when he become president? He said even before he become president. Do you think that he will be able to end it? Yeah, we're going to talk about all this stuff. Anyway, the election came at a time of intensity for the war as Russia has been steadily making gains in the eastern Donbas region. North Korean troops have also been confirmed to be bolstering Russia's manpower and have already begun fighting Ukraine forces. That's what they say. Number two, he said he would shut down the border. Immigration, particularly immigration across the southern border, has been a defining matter of Trump's campaigns in his presidency. The idea has grown to be a pillar of the Republican Party and one of the driving forces behind Trump's supporters. Now, during an interview with Fox News host Sean Hannity, Trump was asked if he would ever abuse power as retribution against anybody. Trump answered, except for day one. When asked what that meant, Trump responded, I want to close the border and I want to drill. He threatened to close the border in March 2019 through a series of ex post writing. If Mexico doesn't immediately stop all illegal immigration coming into the United States through our southern border, I will be closing the border or large sections of the border next week. The border has only been closed twice before. Once after former President John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963, and again during former President Ronald Reagan's administration following the abduction of a Drug Enforcement Administration agent in 1985. The second closure lasted 9 days in total. It's unknown how long Trump would enforce a closed border or if he would negotiate with Mexico to prevent immigration. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that Trump will shut down the border? Jermaine, what do you think? Most hated, J4, what do you guys think? Do you think he would shut down that border as he said he would do? I think he'll try. Hey, Drip Advisory, thank you so much for tuning in. So the next one, guys, is mass deportations, okay? Now, during his rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City, he reiterated his goal of carrying out mass deportations on the day one of his presidency. He said, on day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history to get the criminals out. Trump said, I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail, then kick them the hell out of our country as fast as possible. As estimated, 11 million undocumented immigrants live across the nation. And Trump has said he would mobilize law enforcement in the National Guard to find and deport them. What do you guys think about that? And you got to talk in this chat. Do you think Trump is going to do the mass deportations? He said he's going to launch the largest deportation program in American history to get these criminals out of here. He said, I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered and will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail, then kick them the hell out of our country as fast as possible. What do you guys think about this? Do you think this is true? Oh my gosh. I think he's going to try. I really do agree with you, J4. I think he's going to try to do this. All right. And I think he's going to be kicking a lot of people out. Okay. Right. They are over here eating our pets, our dogs and cats. Okay. Don't forget this. So he's going to be kicking all of you guys out that are illegal immigrants because you guys are nothing but criminals. I'm just saying, I'm just saying what he said. He just said, I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail, then kick them the hell out of our country as fast as possible. Okay? So he just told you guys what he's going to do. All right? And I believe him. Most hated said, yep, I feel it should have always been plenty stipulations for migrants coming here, 46 million of them here illegal is beyond crazy. I agree with you, most hated. I definitely think they definitely should have been doing something, just be more tougher. You know what I'm saying? So people won't be just thinking they can come here. And Jermaine said it's just dumb. What's dumb, Jermaine? You said it would cost over $1 trillion over 10 years to deport them. J4 said migrants living better than our people. It's crazy work. Yeah, some of them are living better because they work any job. Okay? They will work any job. Jobs that some of us American people don't want. All right? And then you got people sharing, roommating and things like that. So the thing is that I do think they need to, enforce the borders and figure out something they can do to reduce the number of illegal immigrants coming here, point blank. And I think that, the laws should be a little bit more. They should be a little bit more in depth, to not to discourage these people from coming here illegally. You said it's been going on for years and years. Okay. Okay, here we go. I don't fall for the them versus us narrative. Americans are suffering because of immigrants. Okay. Okay. Here's another one, you guys. He said he's going to pardon January 6 rioters. Okay. Trump has consistently supported the January 6 people who went there and did what they did. He frequently referred to the event as a day of love. What? A day of love? Okay. In 2023, he said, I am inclined to pardon many of them rioters. I can't say for every single one because a couple of them probably they got out of control. A lot of them got out of control. Okay, not a couple, but a lot. Trump posted to Truth Social on March the 11th, elevating pardoning y'all, elevating or pardoning rioters to one of his first acts in office upon re-election, in referring to them as hostages who are wrongfully imprisoned. He circled back to the matter during an interview at the National Association of Black Journalists conference in Chicago on July the 31st, when a journalist asked him directly if he would pardon the rioters who assaulted officers on January the 6th. He said, "Oh, absolutely, I would. If they are innocent, I would pardon them." Then the journalists continued to press Trump, stating they were not innocent, but actually convicted of crimes, to which he responded, well, they were convicted by a very tough system, providing no clarification on how he would pardon the rioters. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Let me go over and read y'all comments. Hey, Agif, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so let's see, we go right here. So Jermaine said, we are suffering because our government has sold us out for corporate greed. If you want to curb illegal immigration, go after the corpse that hired them. If you want to curb illegal immigration, go after the corpse. What does that mean, Jermaine? And Jermaine to come back and explain that part right there. Okay. So what else? What do you guys think about that? Him doing a pardon for the people who did the January the 6th rioting. What do you think about that? Do you think that he should get these people out of jail? The ones that are in jail. And he said if they are innocent, if they already been found guilty by the court of law, how would they be innocent? We see what they did on camera. Okay, go after the corporations. Okay. So, okay, I see what you're saying right there. Because these corporations, right, are hiring illegal. Some of them are, So, yeah, you're right. We talked about that the other night, that they should basically go after them, to stop hiring these people who are not even legal and paying them underneath the table. That's why some of them come here, because they know some of these American people will do this. They will hire them and give them a job and pay them, underneath the table. So Most Hated said, Jermaine, those corpse was advised to do so under Biden, though. Okay, so then he said, Jermaine said, Bronze, this goes back over 50 years, way before Biden. It goes way back a long time ago, okay? A long time ago. It just didn't happen 4 years ago or 8 years ago. It's been happening for the longest, before we were even born, basically. And you said, hell no, okay? Okay, y'all talking good over here. Okay. So let's see where we at here. So what about the rioters? What do you guys think about that? Him getting them out of jail just shows basically it just shows people that they can actually do something like this if he actually do what he said he's going to do. It just shows people they can go in there and just, if something does not go the way that they think it should go, or if they believe somebody cheated or whatever the case is, it just shows that they can go inside of the White House and just basically try to take it over if he pardons these people. You know, it just really, it does not even make any sense. Trump is going to take a machete to a situation that needs a scalpel. Okay, that's good. Free the who? The J6 are just for walking around. They in jail for a long time. They wasn't just walking around, Akif. They were not just walking around. You had people in there doing the most. Did you not see the video? Chasing police officers, all types of stuff. So, okay, so most haters said true, Jermaine, but Biden was literally forcing them to do so, or the funding was getting cut off. Hey, Tony Bands, thank you so much for tuning in. It's cold as ever there, huh? Okay. So let's go to the next one. Okay, he said repeal electric vehicle mandates. At the Republican National Convention on July the 18th, Trump said he would end the Biden administration's electric vehicle mandate and increase car manufacturing in the United States. He said, and I will end the electric vehicle mandate on day one, thereby saving the U.S. auto industry from complete obliteration, which is happening right now, and saving U.S. customers thousands and thousands per car. Okay. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think he should end that? Biden administration wants the electric car mandate because they claim electric cars, prevent so much pollution from being in the air, which can do a lot of damage. I mean, I can see, why he would do that, because he is worried about the environment, what this can do to our health and things like that. So, what do you guys think about that? Repealing the electric vehicle mandates. Yeah, I agree with that, Agif. They definitely need to do that. Yeah, they need to go after them and say, if you want your business or corporations to stay open, hire Americans that need a job or hire veterans. The thing about it, though, Akif, some of these Americans don't want a job. Okay. Now, some veterans do want one, so they definitely need to hire them. If any American that wants a job, but some Americans do not want a job. Okay, or they don't want to work for what these people are paying. Remember, when they do be hiring these illegal immigrants, a lot of times they pay them way less, or they pay them, less. Let's keep it like that, less. And American people want, what they want enough to really live on. Let's see what it should say. He said maybe we should just go back to horse and buggies to save horse farmers. This is so effing dumb. Electric cars are the future. China gets it, in the world gets it, but we don't for some reason. I think, like I said before, I think the electric car mandate is pretty good because, again, using gas and things like that is doing a lot of harm to the environment, to people. You're breathing in all these fumes. Okay, you're breathing all this mess in. And then gas costs so daggone much. You know what I'm saying? electricity, those electric cars run longer. You can go further and everything. So it's a lot of reasons why electric cars is more, they have more positive, in my opinion, they have more positive, what is the word I'm looking for? They have more positive, they have more positives to me than using a gas vehicle. Because like I said before, that gas and stuff, polluting the environment, it's doing a lot, Gas is so much, it's just a lot. You making s'mores? Okay. S'mores sounds good. So he said he also is going to end Green Deal atrocious. I cannot talk today, y'all, but he's going to end Green New Deal. So let's see. He said atrocities. That's what he said. Okay. He said the Green New Deal has been a point of fixation for Republicans since it was first introduced by Representative Alexandria Cortez and Senator Ed Markey in February 2019. The deal, which aimed to address climate change, was never signed into law but has been used by Trump to refer to President Joe Biden's climate and energy policies. To further defeat inflation, my plan will terminate the Green New Deal, which I call the Green New Scam, greatest scam in history. And this is what Trump said at the Economic Club of New York in September. He also said, we will rescind all unspent funds under the misnamed Inflation Reduction Act. Now, during a May rally in New Jersey, Trump promised to halt offshore wind energy projects on day one if elected, saying, I am going to write it out in an executive order. It's going to end on day one. He said clean energy wind turbines unalive wells due to their vibrations, which the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration later denied. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? You think he should end that? Offshore wind energy projects? He said that it's just a scam, I believe. That's what he said. One of the greatest scams in history. So let me see. Shay, my view on migrants is that they should go through a 5-year process to be a citizen here. It's just not fair. Yeah, I think they should definitely go through something like what you just said, most hated. I also think, again, I don't know how they would. I guess they could check the backgrounds and stuff. But I think they definitely should implement that if possible. Then make sure they're not letting criminals here and things like that. And also, as far as the illegal people that's here, I think, again, I said this the other day, I think they should look at, it should be based on each individual person. I don't think they should just automatically get everybody together and just put them on a bus and take them back. Because some people who are illegal, I still say some of these people come here and they work and do what they need to do. Okay, and they may have ran here because maybe the gang or something, a gang may be after them or some other type of trouble or something like that, and they had to leave. So I think they need to look at each individual person just to see it. I know that's going to be probably impossible to do, but I mean, they got to start from somewhere. I just don't think it's fair just to put everybody on a bus and just deport, just send them back. I just don't think that's fair, because you're talking about little kids and everything that might have been here for a while and They get used to everything. It's just, for me, you just have to look at everything. You just can't. For me, you just can't. I wouldn't be able to put them all on the bus and just send them back like that. Let's see. Man, because the cops shot the first tear gas or whatever it was. First of all, they shouldn't have been there doing anything. Okay, at the White House, we have to have some justice here. Okay, we that can't happen. You can't just go and storm the White House because you think somebody cheated or whatever the case is. Okay, you just can't do that. They want jobs. They just don't want to hire people with records. Yeah, but you guys elected a. Let me stop. Okay, the thing is this right here. First of all, if you are a criminal, it's going to be very difficult to obtain a job. We know that firsthand. All right. Illegals who come here and work illegally and get paid under the table, a lot of these employers do not care. Okay, they just want somebody to come there and work. All right. And again, I'm still going to say a lot of American people don't want to do certain jobs, even if they are criminals. They don't want to do certain jobs, point blank. And when they do, they don't stay there long. You can go look at people when you pass by people outside doing the work, doing houses, cutting the grass, doing the trash, all that type of stuff. You most of the time see a lot of foreigners doing those jobs, because a lot of Americans, of Americans don't want to do those type of jobs, especially like garbage collecting, um, jobs like that, landscaping. They don't want to do those jobs, point blank. So that's why they be hiring some of these illegals to do these type of jobs. Oh, Bronze, that was proposed. Trump unalived that bill. That's true. Hold on for a second, y'all. That is true. Hmm. So people thought he was going to get Diddy out. Okay. But anyway, I mean, who knows? He may do it in the future. You just never know. They used to be friends. They was always around each other. Diddy, Trump, Oprah, all of them. Anyway, the next one is imposed tariffs. Okay, so although tariffs have been a huge piece of Trump's reelection campaign, he made a tariff policy announcement on his final full day of campaigning in North Carolina, saying he would immediately impose tariffs on the U.S. largest trading partner, Mexico. If they don't stop this onslaught of criminals and drugs coming into our country, I'm going to immediately impose a 25% tariff on everything they send into the United States of America. He added he would go to as high as 100% duties on Mexican goods if the initial tariffs don't get the message across. Okay, guys, what do you think about that? Imposing tariffs. And he said he was going to do Mexico first. If they don't stop the onslaught of criminals and drugs coming into our country. But the way you're going to be able to stop that is making sure the borders are properly secured. That's the first thing. And then, again, you have to make sure companies are not hiring and people are not hiring these illegals. All right. Also, he's going to have to put more Border Patrol police officers out there to start checking. We've been having a lot here. But yeah, they definitely need to put more out there to start checking to make sure people are legal, when they be out and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to do. It's not as simple as he's trying to say. It's a lot of work. It's gonna cost a lot of money. You got to hire more people. If he end up building things, like a border, I'm not a border, what you call it, the wall, is going to be a lot of money. It's just a lot of stuff he's going to have to do, a lot. And I really just, honestly, I just don't see it. Where's this money coming from? So you said those windmills are no good waste of money. We have 2 of them and they haven't been used in 3 years. No, they just eyesores, cost too much to repair. Okay. Now, I mean, you may have a point with that right there, those windmills. Okay. You said like it's stupid like most of his plans. The windmill guys were saying that it gets too windy here. Okay. Okay. Let's look at these. Hold on, because I don't want to get off of this. Wait a minute. Hold on, that's a lie. He said a lot. He said a lot, y'all. Hold on, let me go back up here. So let's see what the advantages of windmills are and the disadvantages. Let me see. What are the advantages and disadvantages of windmills?
Here's a summary from Just Energy. They include the following. 1. There's free fuel. 2. It's one of the cleanest forms of energy. 3. It's increasingly efficient. 4. There's extra revenue for farmers. 5. It reduces dependence on fossil fuels, and more.
And then they said 6, it stimulates job creation and economic growth. Okay. All right. So now I guess those are all the advantages. And so the disadvantages are, hold on. The disadvantages. Hold on. I'm going to go over the whole thing real quick. Hold on. So these are the pros and the cons. Okay. Hold on, I'm not going to go into like reading how, definitions of each of them, but I will tell you what they are. Okay, so the disadvantages of wind energy is that it is dangerous to some wildlife, okay? Like for birds and bats, okay? What else? Also, it can create noise pollution, all right? It's noisy and unsightly. Number 3, there are high upfront operating costs. Number 4, wind is unpredictable. It's very inconsistent. However, again, the advantages of wind energy is that it provides free fuel. It's one of the cleanest forms of energy. It's increasingly efficient. There's extra revenue for farmers. It reduces dependence on fossil fuels. It stimulates job creation and economic growth. All right. Okay, so as far as the disadvantages, the danger to some wildlife is a huge problem. Birds getting unalived and bats. And then the noise pollution. They said if it's offshore, the noise isn't an issue, but if it's not, then it can be, an issue for people who own homes not too far from it. They're going to get a lot of noise complaints. They also said a visual pollution. Okay, just because of the way they look. And also they have a high upfront operating cost because they're pretty big and they're hundreds of feet tall, and it requires a substantial upfront investment. And if they put these wind turbines in like a rural area, it requires further investment in underground lines to send power to more population centers like towns and cities. They said the majority of the cost is from initial installation in the building of the turbines. Okay, so I actually think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Honestly, I really do, because you got the number one advantage, that is free fuel. Okay, so that's really good. So it's very cost effective. Okay, and then it's one of the cleanest forms of energy. Okay, thus reducing pollution and things like that. Also, it does not contribute to climate change by emitting greenhouse gases during energy production. They said the only time that it does this is during the manufacturing and transport of the wind turbines, as well as during the installation process. So yeah, for me, I think it has a lot of advantages. The advantages for me outweighs the disadvantages. If they can figure out how it would not harm animals, and it could be a little bit less costly, it would probably be even more beneficial. Also, it says that it provides extra revenue for farmers, so that's a good thing as well. So like I said, for me, the advantages outweighs the disadvantages. All right, I just wanted to let you guys know what that is. Let me just tell you guys what it is real quick too, in case some people don't know. So this is what they look like, just in case some people don't know. Hell, I didn't even know what these things was. One day I was driving on the freeway. I was like, what is that shit? Because I didn't know what those things were. Okay, so here we go. So wind energy is one of the fastest growing sources of energy around the world. Okay, let's see. So hold on, I want to read this stuff over here. They say it's cheap to use this, no emissions, renewable energy source. Landowners can reap the benefits, constantly innovating, and all of that. All right. Hold on, let me go back to how they explain this more in depth. I think it was this right here. So wind energy itself is a power source that harnesses through wind turbines, which collects kinetic energy and convert it into electricity, also known as electric. I think that's how you pronounce that, energy. Wind is generated from the combination of the uneven heating of the atmosphere, the Earth's irregular surfaces like mountains and valleys, in the planet's revolution around the sun. All right. And wind energy is used for, let's see. It's been used to propel ships, used for tasks like grinding grain, and to power pumps. They have been used to draw water from the ground for centuries. That's what they use that for, okay? And if you want to know more about what it is, you can go to justenergy, all right, .com. And you can read all about wind energy, the pros and the cons. It'll tell you what it is, what it's used for, how does wind turbine work, and is wind energy renewable, and all this other stuff. You can read all about it, okay? Because it's a lot of stuff. I can't read all of this. So that's what that is, just in case you guys wanted to know. Let's read some more of your things. Do windmills cost more than maintaining a coal plant or nuclear? I got to look that up because I don't know. Let me look and see. Damn, y'all be asking a lot of hard questions. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I got to look that up because I don't know. Let's see. Windmills. Let's see. We're going to look this up to see. I think it's probably less. Okay. Let's see. It says, hold on. They said renewables are cheaper because the energy source is free. Solar, wind, and you don't need 300 or 400 people to operate it like you do a coal plant, for example. I said it's probably cheaper too because, again, like they just said, you don't need all these people to operate it. And with nuclear power plants, you really, have to do a lot of stuff, to make sure this place is safe and make sure everything is operating efficiently and so on. Let's see. So they said, I don't know now. Hold on. They said nuclear is lower cost than wind and solar. The benefits of nuclear power mainly is dispatchability and longevity, resulting in far lower system costs than wind and solar. Okay? So for nuclear power plants, they said nuclear is lower cost than the wind or solar. So let's see about the coal. So the coal thing, though, is more. The coal plant operational costs are at least 1/3 more than the cost of getting the electricity from new wind and solar. Okay? So the coal plant is more costly than the windmills. But the nuclear power plants are cheaper than the windmills. Okay, you guys got it? So let me make sure. So let's see how much they said. Damn, it's a lot. Megawatt. I think that's what that stands for. It's a lot. So the cheapest form of energy is renewables, okay? On here it says solar PV and wind are the cheapest options for new generations, okay? So they say it takes about, that's why it would be more, okay? Because it takes almost 800 average size wind turbines to equal one nuclear plant. Damn. And they also said a small wind electric system can lower your electricity bill by 50% to 90%. They say it helps you to avoid the high cost of having utility power lines extended to a remote location. Okay, so we just found it out. Yeah, it goes into a lot of stuff. I'm still up here reading all this stuff, okay? But anyway, let's go back to the other stuff because I just told you guys, I just answered Jermaine's question, okay? Period. Let's go up here and do this now, okay? Trump did say he would make it easier for people with records to get jobs. I think he said second chance hiring for inmates. What about people who have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 felonies like him? You know what I'm saying? Can they still get a job too? Or if they got like 34 of them, can they still get a job? For real. The problem was the battery supplies, and lots of people not on that wave of full electric. Okay. Coal and nuclear plants 1,000% better. It's coming from the Americans' pockets. our tax dollars. It may be the cleanest form of energy, but it's expensive to maintain and repair. Instead of making big ones, they should have made them small enough to mount by or buy houses. I agree with that one. If I had a small one, I would use it on my electric stove and on a 1500 plug and heater. A 15, and I would constantly keep the heater on. That way, the battery won't overcharge. Okay, Jermaine, we need you. I'm open to nuclear and natural gas, but no coal. Okay. Let's see what nuclear and natural gas does here. Okay, let's see. What are the pros and cons? Of nuclear. You can ask Google anything, y'all. I'm telling you. You don't even have to know this stuff. Let's see. So here are some pros and cons of nuclear power. Okay, let's look on here and see. This is according to EnergySage, okay, .com. Let's see here. Let's see what they got. So I'm gonna let y'all know nuclear energy supplies about 20% of U.S. electricity. And it does come with some advantages and disadvantages. So here we go. So some pros of nuclear energy is that it's carbon-free electricity, small land footprint, high power output, and reliable energy source. Now, the cons of nuclear energy is that its uranium is technically non-renewable, very high upfront cost, nuclear waste, and then malfunctions can be catastrophic. There you go. That's for the cons and the pros of nuclear energy. So let's do the other one, okay? They like to use the nuclear power plant, the energy. I mean nuclear energy because it produces a higher energy levels, so it can put out more electricity to a larger area, more places. Let's see what else they got here. Also, they said one of those cons is nuclear waste, and nuclear waste is radioactive, which makes it an environmental and health catastrophe waiting to happen. And they said this is why the government spends tons of money to safely package and dispose of used up nuclear fuel. But they did say nuclear waste is dangerous. It's a dangerous byproduct of nuclear power plants. And of course, you can definitely have a catastrophic event happen if a nuclear meltdown happens. Okay. Yeah, I prefer solar and wind too. If they could do that, it's safer. It's better for the air and everything, the environment. Let's look at natural gas plants now, okay? What are the pros and cons of natural? I don't know what the hell I just spelled here. Let's see. Of natural, wait a minute. Of natural gas. Let's look at this natural gas. It's like being in school over here. Let's see. So here it is right here. So some of the pros of natural gas is that natural gas is an abundant resource. It has an existing infrastructure makes it very easy to harness. It's easier to transport than other fossil fuels, and it pairs well with renewable energy at the grid level. So the cons of natural gas is that it's non-renewable source of energy, and price can go up due to um, the weather. That's it. Those are the only cons they have here. Let's see what else they got on here. Well, here are some more right here. It offers global warming emissions, air pollution, land use and wildlife, water use and pollution, and earthquakes. Wow. And then they say also if natural gas is burned without sufficient oxygen, the incomplete combustion process creates carbon monoxide, a highly toxic gas that is very dangerous to humans and animals and things like that. Also, people who live near oil and gas activities may be exposed to air toxins like benzene, a known carcinogen. How you say that? Known cancer type producing toxin. Okay, like that. Goodness. And in your home, they say gas appliances and fossil fuel burning heating devices generate a variety of air pollutants, including nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and polycyclic. Wait a minute, I'm saying this wrong. Polycyclic aromatic. Heard these words, y'all, man. I do not like gas stoves. Even though I have a gas stove, I don't like them. I actually prefer electric. Because again, like they just said, the smell, for one thing at times, and then you just know it's pollution in your house, gas pollution and stuff like that. And you breathing these damn fumes in, no telling what it's doing to your body on the inside, your brain, your organs, all this stuff. You just never know. So for me, I like the electricity, the electric stoves better than the gas. Okay. Plus, you have to watch out for carbon monoxide and things. Is that monoxide or dioxide? Which one is it? Carbon monoxide, I think. You have to watch out for that. Let me make sure I'm saying, yeah, you have to watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff with the gas stove. And you have to get it checked, especially if you have like an old gas stove and stuff. You have to get it checked every season and make sure no leaks and things like that. Even if you have a new one, you need to check it to make sure there's no leaks and things like that. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of work. Okay, let's go ahead. You said natural gas plants take less time to build, about 2 to 5 years. No, about 2 years versus 5 years with nuclear. Okay, so nuclear take a longer time to build. Okay, so you said sometimes it'll be calm with no wind for weeks, and if that happens, it'll drain the battery bank, and then the power will shut down. I would stick with fuel. Yeah, we didn't even think about that right there. Yeah, that would be a problem. I don't know how they could basically, you know, um, you know, stop this from happening or have a backup plan that could be more efficient than just batteries. I don't know how they could do that. But I think like if they could use smaller ones like you said for like homes and things like that, if they could, I don't know if they could because I don't know anything about this. Um it may, if they can figure out a way they can do that to use less gas and things like that, I think that would be beneficial in regards to our environment and global warming, and things like that. I think it would be beneficial if they could do something like that. We know they can't use wind energy in place of nuclear energy or the other energy. We know they can't do that, But if they can just figure out a way they can implement that more so we can reduce global warming and all this other stuff and pollution, that would probably be beneficial. Solar is good too, but again, as long as that sun is shining, then we good. But what about the cloudy days? I guess then the wind thing could take over. But like I said, it takes, the scientists, whoever works with this type of stuff, to figure that out. Engineers or whoever work with this type of stuff, they can probably figure it out. Maybe, because they haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, they probably could eventually one day. Okay, well, let's go back to what we was talking about back here because we had to talk about that a little bit more in detail. But anyway, now we were talking about imposing tariffs. So what do you guys think about that? Do y'all think that's good what Trump is trying to do regarding that? He basically made a threat. He was telling them if they don't stop, with the criminals and drugs coming into our country, he's going to impose a 25% tariff on everything they send into the United States of America, point blank. So when he do that, it's going to make the prices higher, okay? Thus, making the prices higher for us when we are trying to buy stuff. So what do you guys think about that? Yeah, I agree. And I have an article about that anyway to tell you guys about. Okay, let me move on because we've been on here for an hour. Let's go ahead. Okay, so next is give green cards to college graduates. Let's see what did he said this. They said Trump said on day one he would automatically give U.S. green cards to non-citizen college students upon their graduations. He said, what I want to do and what I will do is you graduate from a college, I think you should get automatically, as part of your diploma, a green card to be able to stay in this country. That includes junior colleges too. Anybody graduate from a college, you go in there for 2 years or 4 years if you graduate, or you get a doctorate degree from a college, you should be able to stay in this country, he continued. Somebody graduates at the top of the class, they can't even make a deal with the company because they don't think they're going to be able to stay in the country. That is going to end on day one, Trump said. It's so sad when we lose people from Harvard, MIT, from the greatest schools, he added. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Do you think he should give all people who graduate from college a green card? Yep, it definitely started trade wars. It hurts American business. Definitely tariffs. I think the other thing he just said though, the green card to all of the immigrants who come here and go to college or whatever the case is. You know how they come here on a what do you call that, school visa and stuff. Yeah, I think they should give them a green card automatically once they finish college if they want to stay here. I think they should. I think that's good right there. The next one is fire the special counsel who indicted him. Okay. So on October the 24th, Trump also promised to fire special counsel Jack Smith, who brought 2 cases against him within 2 seconds. He has also said he would punish the prosecutors and judges involved in his criminal cases. He said, we got immunity at the Supreme Court. It's so easy. I will fire him within 2 seconds. He will be one of the first things addressed. All right. What do you guys think about that? This would be so nice if all people who do crimes, who partake in crimes, could do the same exact thing. And you said nope to the automatic green card, huh? You said nope, send them back too. If we're protecting American jobs, why would you bring in qualified immigrants into workforce to take high-paying jobs from Americans? Okay, you got a point there. But at the same time, if they're going to school here, going to college here, why wouldn't we be able to let them stay here and give them a card automatically for the ones who want to stay, as long as they don't have a criminal background and they're doing what they need to do? The thing is that, oh gosh, the immigration thing is a touchy subject. It's a tricky subject, and it's also a touchy topic and a tough, not. It's a touchy topic, and it's also a tricky topic. Okay, because again, we can't automatically say we shouldn't. On one end, we can't say that they're taking all of the jobs, okay, and then on the other hand, we're saying when they graduate school, we're just going to give them a green card, okay? It can't be both ways. If people come here illegally and they're doing everything they need to do, and they get a job and they take care of home and they're not doing any crimes, and just say some type of way they just happen to go to a community college, so he's going to give them a green card automatically. But he did say too that he wanted all illegals to be shipped back. Now, some would say if you're illegal, you can't get in college, but in those junior colleges, you might can, especially if you have enough money to pay for it. So, like I said, this is a tricky topic, subject, and I don't think he can just automatically say he can do certain things without really looking into it and looking at it from different views and looking at it from different point of views and things like that. I don't think you can just sit here and say I would give all students a green card, even though I think it's a good idea, but you can't go back and say some of the other things that he said at the same time. And I still think even if somebody come here and they go to college, I still think other things, they have to look at other things as well, because you got people in college doing other things that they shouldn't do. So I think you need to look at a lot of different things if you're going to give them a green card once they graduate. They graduate college, whether it's a 2-year college or a 4-year college. If that makes sense, y'all. Right. You say it's not tricky or touchy. It's an election year, and Trump sowed fear to his MAGA stooges, and they fell for it. Okay. Okay. So, what do you guys think about him saying that he would fire the special counsel who indicted him? So, do you guys think that Jack Smith should be fired? And he also said he would punish the prosecutors and judges involved in this criminal case. I know he is done, but honestly, it shouldn't even be allowed Okay, just like firing the prosecutors and judges involved in this criminal case. He also want to pardon himself. As we all know, he has been convicted of 34 felony counts, making him the first former president to become a felon and the first felon to be elected as president. Now, this scenario has raised the question of whether he would pardon himself after assuming the presidency. A sitting president cannot be prosecuted, creating a challenge for the Justice Department as it determines how to move forward with the two federal criminal cases against Trump. The way they can move forward, if they can, is by delaying this trial for 4 years, if they can. Okay, that's how they can move forward. Just putting everything on a hold, extend it somehow to make it stretch out to those 4 years until he is done. And then they can go in and do that if possible. I have to look at the laws. I don't know if they can do that for sure, but I'm just saying if they can do that, they can do something like that. Now, the Constitution now says presidential pardons only extend to federal crimes, not state crimes. So there is a possibility Trump could pardon himself for the federal charges he's facing connected to the January 6th riot on the Capitol and with his alleged mishandling of classified military intelligence. That's y'all president, y'all. That's him. So anyway, Trump was found guilty of falsifying records to cover up an X scandal in the People of the State of New York versus Donald Trump in May. His sentence is scheduled for November the 26th, but following his re-election, it's likely his lawyers will ask the judge overseeing the case to delay it indefinitely. That's what I just said. However, there is also a chance the judge will stand firm. As Manhattan prosecutors have stated, the false X scandal records are unrelated to his presidency. It is estimated Trump and his lawyers will request that the case be put off sometime this week, but there are no details on what steps his administration will be taking toward the criminal sentence. Again, like I said, it would be smart if they did delay it up until he gets out of, the office. And then they can possibly, do the charges. He'll be like 80 some years old. They can possibly do the charges then. That's what I think. You said no, he shouldn't, but it's going to happen. True, a president can't be prosecuted, but it doesn't say he can't be sentenced. Oh, wow. Lock his ass up. Jermaine, you be on this stuff, don't you? Goodness, dang. Oh, my gosh. Let me read two of these comments. Somebody said, Flash said, Trump wants to be a dictator. Trump is an arrogant, egomaniac, psycho liar and was an embarrassment to the title President of the United States. Trump needs to be found guilty for all his crimes and then barred from running for any office, anytime, anywhere, along with spending time in prison. Say what said he won't do one thing he said except go after the people who were against him and pardon himself and family. Con man Trump, the dictator, has arrived in America will fall apart with so much hate. Okay. Jamel said, embarrassing. Incoming president has 34 felonies, but regular American citizens could never work a government job with that many felonies, not even with one. He's going to tank economy with tariffs, deportation, and tax cuts. Buckle up. Wait a minute. Buckle up, MAGA. This was y'all wanted. Okay. Okay, so this person said they are effed up, trumped up felonies, and you know that. So why you keep harping on you? You know they effing made up. Okay. Somebody said a government job. Someone with even one felony can't even work at McDonald's. Well, except Trump. The other commenter said RAPE was not made up. He's always been a cheater and scammer. So, yeah, all real. LOL. Okay, somebody said, who in the hell cares? Is going to be a thing that puts money in his pockets, something that will not help the middle class. He is garbage, and garbage pots out his mouth when he's talking. A disgusting SOB. Another commenter said he will take from the middle class. We all don't have money like the rich. Another commenter said, what did he take from you in the first 4 years? In fact, he gave you two tax cuts. I bet you enjoy one in your weekly check, and the second's a double standard deduction. You took those tax cuts, right? Then she came back and said, I did not notice much of a difference with my weekly paycheck, but I totally noticed a lack of tax returns when I filed. And then she got 3 exclamation points at the end. Another one said, Trumpy is taking a lots of jobs away from a lot of people. Us iron workers and steel workers are going to suffer the next 4 years under this clown. Okay. Somebody said, good luck on shutting down the border because you can't. Another commenter said, the world is laughing at us with him in office, shaking my effing head. Another one said, going to drill, baby, drill, and secure the border. Another commenter said, hell yeah, Trump is awesome, and he is going to make our country great again and be great president for us again. Y'all, I'm reading these comments exactly the way they are written or typed. Angela says, so who did he pay off this time to win? Somebody said he is just going to sit at his desk and glout and just say to himself, well, I stayed out of jail and ordered a few cheeseburgers and Coke and start filling in his golf schedule for the first year. He will be on his last term. Somebody else said, well, we went through the last 3 years, 10 months of a senile old man sniffing little girls' hair, messing his diapers, being on vacation and out of public view over 50% of the time, falling upstairs, falling off bicycles, forgetting how to get off stage, calling a dignitary by the wrong name, signing bills to spend trillions of dollars when he should have vetoed them. Cheers, give Trump a little breathing room. What's good for the goose, as they say? Is that all you have to complain about? Get over it. Enjoy 4 years of president who actually loves the country and wants to make life better for all Americans, even you. Somebody said, right. And then another person said, effing clown family. Okay. Wait. Carolyn said, a man of his words. I have been praying for this for so long. Once President Trump won the presidential election, once President said he's not the boss and that Jesus Christ was in charge, that meant everything to us. The sad part is you believe him, and I feel bad for you. These damn comments, you guys, are a hot mess. All right, so let's see. He will be a lame duck in about 2 years, so maybe we will survive it. Okay, 2026 midterms are critical. I agree. All right, this is a trip, y'all. So anyway, there you go. That's what he said he was going to do. He's going to do the first day into his position. He is going to pardon himself, maybe. He is going to impose tariffs, especially on Mexico, because they keep on letting all these druggies and criminals into this country. You know, they keep on coming into this country, and he wants that to stop. He's going to get rid of the Green New Deal, okay? He is going to pardon January 6th rioters. He is going to do a mass deportation. He is going to shut down the border. He is going to end the war in Ukraine. And I think I got them all, y'all. So the first day, this is what you guys, your president said he's going to do. Your future president coming up soon in January. All right. Just want to let you guys know that. So we are going to be watching out to see if these things will be accomplished, point blank. Okay. What did you guys say over here? Constitution isn't even clear on whether he can do that. I don't think it addresses it directly. You definitely must have been reading it, huh? Goodness. Wow, they're threatening. Okay, hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. Hold on, let me see what they're saying. Okay, I'll tell y'all about that later because they just doing the most now. So a lot of people are getting sad and getting scared because they think they're going to be deported. Okay. Okay, let's go to this next story because we've been on here an hour and 21 minutes. Let me hurry up. That right there took the whole time, basically. Okay, so here it is right here. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. So as I was telling you guys before, some businesses are preparing to raise consumer prices. Okay, I told you guys that before to offset Trump's tariff costs. All right. So get ready. If he does what he said he's going to do, get ready to start paying a little bit more money for things. All right. So anyway, they said that President-elect Donald Trump planned to impose blanket tariffs on all imports and a 60% duty on goods from China. And this has several major businesses gearing up to raise consumer prices, per the Washington Post. Trump has argued that his policy will increase the manufacturing and purchasing of U.S. made products. According to Trump, companies moving their production back to the U.S. will be a less costly option than shipping goods from abroad. He said the higher the tariff, the more likely it is that the company will come into the United States and build a factory in the United States so it doesn't have to pay the tariff. And that's what Trump told Bloomberg last month. The exporting countries will pay. However, American companies ordering retail goods, manufacturing components, or raw materials from abroad usually pay tariffs to U.S. authorities and not their foreign suppliers, per the Washington Post. Companies then pass the majority of these additional costs to the consumers. Now, according to the Post, companies relying on imports have already started to prepare price hikes for their consumers. These companies include makers and retailers of clothing, footwear, baby products, auto parts, and hardware. Added costs from Trump's tariffs will force these companies to raise their prices and likely aspirate shoppers following years of inflations. According to experts, the average household could spend an additional $1,700 to nearly $4,000 yearly due to tariff expenses. Some businesses started ordering large volumes of imports to gear up for a potential Trump presidency. Others have begun replacing suppliers based in China with new partners in other nations where fewer duties may be applied. We are set to raise prices, Timothy Boyle, chief executive of Columbia Sportswear told the Post. We are buying stuff today for delivery next fall. So we're just going to deal with it and we will just raise the prices. It's going to be very, very difficult to keep products affordable for Americans. Point blank. All right, so there you go. They're already starting. One commenter here said, but, I thought MAGA Republicans told us prices were going to go down and we were going to be able to get eggs again. Laughing my effing A off. I do hope Republicans pay for this bigly, very, very bigly. All right. So let's go to read y'all comments up here. Probably because the founding fathers did not think the American people would elect the president with 34 felonies. They probably didn't think that. You're right about that. And it does not address it directly. They need to change. They need to amend this. They really do. It should be under no circumstances should anybody be able to be in office with any felonies. Okay, you can't even go out there and get a job if you have a felony. If you don't believe me, go commit a felony. People who watching this, you won't get a job. If you do get one, it's going to be one that barely pays you enough to live on for real. Times have already changed. Okay, so it's another cut coming. Let me tell y'all about that too. Okay. So we just did that. Okay, we just did this. So here we go. Republicans break protocol to unalive Social Security benefits expansion bill. All right, and you think this does not do anything for you if you're not a senior citizen, but think about your parents, okay? Your grandparents, just people who are senior citizens, okay? Now, they say while many Republicans have called to protect or even expand Social Security benefits, GOP lawmakers unalived a bill that would help millions of Americans get higher monthly payments. Experts spoke with Newsweek about the possible motives behind the move. A Social Security bill that would have repealed two rules that lower benefits for certain retirees was brought forward by House Representative Garrett Graves and Abigail Spanberger. Despite the bill previously having a wide range of bipartisan support and Graves and Spanberger securing the 218 senators needed to bring the law to the House floor, the Freedom Caucus blocked the bill on its path to being passed. Freedom Caucus Chairman Andy Harris got a unanimous consent to lay the Social Security bill on the table. This broke protocol and is causing the bill to be dormant for now. To get it passed, lawmakers would have to vote under discharge regulations. Anyway, a new bill could be introduced with similar guidelines for Social Security beneficiaries currently impacted by the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and Government Pensions Offset, GPO. These provisions reduce Social Security benefits in proportion to a beneficiary's pension amount, which impacts individuals who receive pension from employment not covered by Social Security. Okay, so anyway, the law, if implemented, would have cost 196 billion across the span of 10 years, at the same time that the Social Security Administration is already facing a funding shortfall that would reduce benefits by as early as 2035. So they said, I believe Republicans blocked this bill to delay any changes until they achieve a House or Senate majority. And that's according to Kevin Thompson, a finance expert and the founder and CEO of 9i Capital Group. And he told Newsweek, while they cited the package cost as the reason, the timing suggests a possible strategic move to maintain control. For many current Social Security recipients, the WEP and GPO take thousands of dollars from their yearly benefit amount, and many of these are retired public service workers, former police officers, teachers, and nurses. The GPO and WEP are designed to prevent beneficiaries from receiving more than their entitled share of benefit. To clarify, they don't reduce benefits for those fully entitled to both Social Security and pension benefits. If someone hasn't paid into Social Security, they should not expect full Social Security and pension benefits together, Thompson said. Alex Bean, a financial literacy instructor for the University of Tennessee at Martins, said it's unclear if laying the bill on the table was due to lawmakers being against the idea or wanting to introduce a new bill in its place in the future. The bill in question expanded Social Security benefits to a small group that had been excluded in the past due to provisions on combining those benefits with additional pensions from workers in certain fields. He added the proposal was a popular one and gained bipartisan support, which makes not addressing it for the time being even more puzzling. The hope is the decision to table it for now will result in it being offered in another form in the future. The benefit recipients, where am I at? Damn. Would greatly assist them in the inflated economic times when we find ourselves in currently. Okay. One commenter said, I said it would happen. Our senior benefits are being cut. How are seniors going to live? We can't work because we are too old and health can't take the pressure. If you take our benefits away, all senior lives are cut short on earth. So another commenter said, Project 2025 answers your question, Wanda. That's the person who spoke before. Basically, seniors are not wanted. We are viewed as drag on the common good. So I think we all know what that means. And then Deborah said, well, if you voted for Trump, then good for you. And Max D said, those seniors voted for Trump. Okay, another commenter said, LOL, good job, voters, giving these idiots full control of the government. Hey, Elon. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. It said, hey, Elon says he wants to be the world's first trillionaire. Got to pay for it somehow, so pony up. Somebody said, for all those you who thought Project 2025 was a hoax and the orange tyrant didn't know anything about it, you all are about to find out. So again, guys, it's a lot of stuff that is happening already. So all I can say is I hope that MAGA that he always say, his little catchphrase or whatever the case is, I hope he's staying true to that and make America great again. And tariffs, those tariffs and all this other stuff, I hope he thinks through that very, very carefully before he starts doing all these things on the first day he gets into office. Okay, point blank. I really do. Oh, let me go down. You say, I think this mostly affects pensions, but it's just a start. Yeah, it affects the pensions first and people who did not pay into Social Security, like people who have worked full-time jobs and things like that. That's what they were saying, if I understood that correctly. Okay. Let's see what else they got here, y'all. So everybody's saying congratulations for you guys voting and stuff like that. And doing everything you did to get this guy into the office. Somebody said, I have no pity for anyone who gets Social Security, and if it gets cut or you lose your benefits altogether, and if you voted for Trump, oh well, the people I feel for are the innocent ones who didn't vote that garbage in. All righty, y'all heard it right there. Anyway, y'all, that's just the first thing they're trying to do. Hopefully they don't cut actual Social Security benefits for everybody and things like that, but we will see. We would definitely see, point blank. Anyway, let me go ahead and do this Diddy news and tell y'all what this other thing, and that will be it for this live. So let me hurry up. Let me try to do this in like 20 minutes, okay? First thing first, guys, let me tell you about Diddy's sons. Hold on. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Hold on, let me do this real quick because I got to do this real quick. Hold on. Where am I at? So anyway, guys, Diddy's son, Christian Combs, sees backlash, okay? Backlash for some things he wrote on his father's Instagram account. He has taken over his dad's Instagram account, all right? And the thing is, I did read this already. His son, Christian, who goes by the name of King, is hoping to change his dad's image, okay, by taking over his dad's account. And on his account, he said he wants to focus on positivity, okay? He wants to spread good energy, and he's going to take everybody down memory lane and show them all the positive things that his dad did. So he said, stay tuned and watch this and let's go. And then he also told his dad happy birthday in that same message. Now, a lot of people did not like this. Honestly, though, before I say what I'm getting ready to say, I don't understand what they think that his kids are going to say. They're not going to talk about their dad, okay? Point blank. They're going to support their dad like most kids would do. And they're going to speak positive things. They're going to say positive things about their dad. So I don't know what people think. So let's see. One fan said, thank you for keeping us posted on all the positive things he did, because he has created a lot of positivity for the culture and for our community. Let us settle on the best part. I am thankful for the time that I had working with your father, praying for his strength. But some people mock the idea or criticize the younger Combs plan. Somebody said it's like spraying Febreze in a S-filled bathroom. Another commenter said, bro, stay out of it and build yourself. Your pops made his bed. You don't gotta lay in it. Okay? Anyway, they said it is going to be difficult from King Combs to separate himself from all of this. After all, it is his dad. But he may want to lay low on this one if he doesn't want to risk tarnishing his own image as well. Again, like I said, I don't know what people expect. He's going to defend his dad. He's going to speak positive about his dad, point blank, because he loved his dad. I mean, that's not going to stop because his dad is accused of all these crimes, okay? It's not going to stop. So I'm like this. If you guys don't want to see what his son puts up on Instagram or whatever, then don't read it. Unsubscribe to him and don't read it, point blank. It's simple. Anyway, Diddy's former bodyguard, a former bodyguard did a shocking warning to Diddy's son. He said that 2 of Diddy's sons are bound for jail. And I did tell you guys some of this yesterday. He said that 2 of Diddy's sons will be arrested by Christmas. So let's see what he's talking about. So this let's see, who is this dude? Is skipping off. So Reggie Wright is the one that made this comment, and we saw him on that. He was on some type of podcast or whatever. We saw him say that ourselves yesterday when I showed it. So he made that comment, and he also referenced an incident involving Quincy and Diddy's phone collection routine when it was time to party. He said he haven't heard much about Quincy cause we know when you look at that audio, meaning video, when Puffy was taking phones, that showed me right there he didn't trust Q, which is Quincy. He said, Wigga, I know you got two phones. Give me your second phone. Well, that's somebody you don't trust. All right? He ended the interview with a strong warning for Justin and Christian, urging them to leave California. He said, well, yeah, y'all will be all right because two of y'all are going to be in jail by Christmas as well. Definitely you, Christian, because you think you're too tough. So we will see if they will be in jail too. I mean, I don't see it unless they committing some type of crimes or something like that. So we will see. So that's according to what Reggie Wright said, and I did show y'all that video yesterday when he was saying it right out of his mouth, which is a trip, But I don't know why they think that these kids are not gonna defend their dad. They're gonna defend their dad, and that's just on everything. And also, Diddy's team is pissed about the flash drive video. Okay. Hold on. As we know, Courtney Burgess, a Sean Diddy Combs investigation court witness, exclusively told News Nation Bainfield that he was given 11 flash drives containing at least 8 X tapes involving 8 celebrities. Okay. Aria Mitchell, his lawyers, said Diddy's team is teed off, to say the least. Additionally, Burgess has been asked to return to the grand jury in the Southern District of New York to testify a second time. Last month, Combs' defense attorney asked for a gag order to stop accusers' lawyers from commenting publicly and have claimed government leaks to the media have threatened the rapper's chance at a fair trial. Mitchell said her client believes that the purpose of the gag order request was to silence Burgess. We truly believe that Combs is aware that the things that Courtney has talked about and the things on the flash drive were definitely real events. That's the last thing that Combs would like out about himself. And this is what Mitchell said on Bainfield. So, like I said before, this is going to be a mess. I'm sure that they are teed off about the flash drive video claims. And that's exactly why he did the gag order, to stop everything from being, put out into media and out to other people. So it is what it is. But we will see, if this is true about the flash drive, about the memoir, and what else he said he had? A video or something like that. We will see if that's true. And again, Courtney Burgess was asked to go back in again to testify in front of the grand jury a second time. So we will be looking forward to all of this. So what you say? You said, did you see this, Shay? 3 people arrested and charged in connection with Liam's pain. Wow. That's tripped out. Let me see what that says real quick. Hold on. So that's it with the Diddy. I think I just covered everything that I wanted to say tonight about Diddy. All right. Yeah, that's it. And then I'm gonna give you guys this racial text that was sent to black people, and then that's gonna be it. So let me hurry up. Let me look up the Slim thing first. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Yep. So they just said 3 people are charged in connection with Liam Payne's unaliving. Let's see what that says real quick. Y'all know who he is. That's the One Direction singer. Okay, that was unalived, or he was unalived a couple of weeks ago. He fell off of a third floor balcony or something like that. Anyway, 3 people have been arrested and charged in connection with Liam Payne's unaliving. Argentina's National Criminal and Correctional Prosecution Office announced this on Thursday. In a statement, officials claimed the 3 suspects engaged in illicit conduct and were charged with the crimes of abandonment of a person, followed by unaliving, supply, and facilitation of narcotics. Anyway, authorities determined the former One Direction singer fell off his hotel balcony on October the 16th in a state of semi and total unconsciousness. For the first time, the prosecutor's office said they have ruled out self harm of any kind or that a third party was responsible for Payne's fall. In the November the 7th statement, the prosecuting office said a detailed analysis of more than 800 hours of video footage from security cameras helped lead them to the arrest of 3 individuals. One defendant who accompanied Payne on a daily basis during his stay in the city of Argentina is charged with the crimes of abandonment of a person, followed by unaliving. A second person is a hotel employee who must answer for 2 proven supplies of that white stuff to Liam Payne during the singer's stay at the Casa Sir Palamo Hotel, or Palamo Hotel. The third, is this supposed to be defendant? The third defendant is a narcotics supplier, the statement alleged, and the person is accused of selling drugs to Payne 2 different times on October the 14th. Both were charged with the crime of supplying narcotics 2 acts each, the statement read. Prosecutors also revealed that toxicology tests confirmed Payne was under the influence of drugs in the moments before his unaliving and for at least 3 days leading up to the incident. He had traces of alcohol, the white stuff, and a prescription antidepressant in his system. Authorities say Payne was not fully conscious or was experiencing a state of noticeable decrease or loss of consciousness at the time of the fall. Payne's cause of unaliving was from multiple trauma and internal and external hemorrhaging as a result of his third-story fall from the balcony of his hotel room. That is crazy, y'all. 3 people: hotel worker, the person that be with him all the time, and the person who supplied the drug. Damn. One of the commenters said, question is, had he not been famous, would these 3 people still be charged? No, they would not have even looked for the sellers. Somebody else said, I'm sorry to say, but the person to blame is Liam. No one held him against his will and forced drugs or alcohol on him. He made his choice himself. Just bury him and let him rest. No, 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 no. They got one on abandonment when he was hurt, unalive, or super high, whatever. The person just left. The other one sold him the drugs, and the hotel employee for whatever that person did. So no, I think they got it right. I do. I think they got it right. It doesn't matter if nobody made him take the drugs. Okay, the drugs are illegal. The white stuff is illegal. What else did they say you have? The alcohol isn't, but the white stuff is. Okay, point blank. Another commenter said arresting drug suppliers is fine and dandy, but ultimately it's the fault of the person who takes them. Payne was not a victim. Okay, another commenter said basically the drug dealers are being charged with dealing drugs. Sounds about right, but they should not be charged with any sort of murder. And they said the other guy is charged with abandoning a unalive body. Basically, he saw him go over and rolled out quickly because he was afraid of getting in trouble. I don't see why he would get in trouble, to be honest. Not like his body wouldn't get discovered down there. The fact is, Liam got high and fell 3 stories all by himself. If they were all with him though, and he was high, did they leave? No, the other guy left when he fell off the balcony. But somebody should have had enough sense not to even be on the balcony if you guys are doing drugs. It's crazy. I don't know, y'all. That's weird. Okay, I think they should be charged. I really do. See, that's why these people be doing all this stuff because they don't hold everybody accountable. You know what I'm saying? They should hold them all accountable. But anyway, again, my condolences are expressed out to his family and friends and fans, and my prayers are expressed out to them as well. That's crazy. Thanks, Jermaine. Okay. So the final story, guys, is the one about the racist text messages sent to Black people and maybe other people too. Let's go ahead and talk about that real quick, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. Okay, let's see here. Now they had 2 different ones. They had some sent to Black college students, and then they had some sent to just regular people. And these text messages was referencing slavery. All right. So anyway, they said these were sent across the country. They were sent to Black men, women, and students, including middle schoolers. Okay. And now the FBI and other agencies are looking into this. So the places they were sent are Alabama, California, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. So let's see what they were saying. Some instructed the recipient to show up at an address at a particular time with their belongings, while others did not include a location. Some of them mentioned the incoming presidential administration. It wasn't clear who was behind the message, and there was no comprehensive list of where they were sent, but high school and college students were among the recipients. The FBI said it was in touch with the Justice Department on the messages in the Federal Communication Commission. It said it was investigating the text alongside federal and state law enforcement. The Ohio Attorney General's office also said it was looking into the matter. Tasha Durham of Lodi, California, said her 16-year-old daughter showed her one of the messages Wednesday. The text not only used her daughter's name, but it directed her to report to a plantation in North Carolina, where Durham said they never lived. When they looked up the address, it was the location of a museum. It was very disturbing. Everybody just trying to figure out what does this all mean for me. So I definitely had a lot of fear and concern. Her daughter initially thought it was a prank, but emotions are high following Tuesday presidential elections. Durham and her family thought it could be more nefarious and reported it to local law enforcement. I wasn't in slavery. My mother wasn't in slavery, but we are a couple of generations away. So when you think about how brutal and awful slavery was for our people, it's awful and concerning. They also said about 6 middle school students received it as well in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. And they said the racist nature of these text messages is extremely disturbing. And they said it was even more so disturbing because children was targeted as well. They said students at some major universities, including Clemson in South Carolina and the University of Alabama, they all received the messages. Also, Fisk University, a black university in Nashville, Tennessee, also received, some of the students there received messages as well. They said the threat and the mention of slavery in 2024 is not only deeply disturbing, but it provides provides a legacy of evil that dates back to before the Jim Crow era and now seeks to prevent Black Americans from enjoying the same freedom to pursue life, liberty, and happiness. They said that these actions are not normal and we refuse to let them be normalized. Let's see what some of these people are saying. One commenter said, well, let us know when y'all ready to pull up. I can drop the Addy. Come with your hoods, whips, chains, or whatever you like. Promise they won't make it back to that nice, cozy trailer. And another commenter said, I'll be with you. And then somebody else said, don't worry, nobody's coming to put you on a plantation. And they start laughing. Another commenter said, sick, just sick. Another one said, not sure how anyone could take this seriously. Is it a crime? I don't think so. It is some butt hurt libs who is trying to make a stupid and false point. Another commenter said, yes, it is a crime. And there you go. But anyway, I do know what some of these messages said. Let's see if I can pull that one up again. Let's see. One of them say, let me stop it right. Hold on.
Racist.
Hold on, let me see. It said, greetings. You have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready at 12 a.m. November the 13th, sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you enter the plantation. You are in plantation group E. Now, why would anybody do something so stupid? If you know that people are already saying negative things about the president, why would idiot morons get up there and put stuff up there like that and give it to, send it in text messages? That's stupid. It does not even make any sense. It's not funny. Michelle said, did they think that the racism and hate wouldn't be directed toward them? That's what the American voters voted and wanted. And that's what they're going to be getting. I have no empathy for what they chose to vote for. It's unfortunate, but not surprised by this. They ignore the facts and believe the lies and the misinformation. Well, now they are getting a reality check. Racism won, and it doesn't matter what skin color you have if it's not white. You have a possible problem of being detained and deported. Woo! So, like I said, I don't see anything funny about this. It's very insensitive, very crazy, and whoever is responsible for this, they are complete morons, and that's on everything. Period. They're looking into it right now, so hopefully they will find out. They can. Yeah, they can. But anyway, guys, this is it for this live tonight. I think I covered everything. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow, later on tonight is Effery Friday, so I got a lot of crazy news articles for you guys and stuff. Let me go ahead and do roll call, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. You guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any other upcoming videos. Don't forget to share and leave a comment. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment, and share. All right. And if you want to show support of this channel, you can do that by doing a cash app to $ShadesTube, or you can do a super chat as well. Okay. And you can join the membership too for $4.99. And like I said before, once I get enough members, I'll let you guys know what we're going to do for that. Okay. And what else? What else, guys? I forgot. Oh, let me go ahead. Thank you to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Don't forget, starting next week, I'm going to come on a little bit earlier. And that way, nobody won't be sleepy. I won't be sleepy. I'll make less bloopers and things like that. Because, man, it be late as heck. You know what I'm saying? But I do get off of work kind of late. But I'm going to change my schedule a little bit starting next Monday. All right? So we will come on. I'm going to try to come on like an hour earlier. So that would be, way better. That way I won't be tired. You guys won't be tired. And maybe more people see this live as well. Anyway, let's do roll call. Let's see here. Thanks to, hold on. This damn thing goes back far, y'all. Most hated bronze. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me make sure I get everybody because I don't really want to miss anybody. Okay, so thank you to Jermaine, like always. I appreciate you, hon. J4, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Congratulations, Shades Tube, and everybody who supports Shades Tube. 3,000 dead on subscribers. Man, that is great, man. That is great. Thank you, Most Hated Bronze, for coming in, giving your input. I appreciate you. I said J4, thank you as well. I appreciate you. Of course, Jermaine, like I said before, thank you, hon, for all you do. Drip Advisory, thank you so much for tuning in, showing support. Let's see who else we got. A gift, thank you so much for coming in, showing support and giving your input, like always. Your input, I mean. At nighttime, y'all be saying all types of stuff because I be half tired. Tony Bands, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Have a good night at work. You too, J4. Okay, let's see who else. Nightbot always doing his job. Drip was in here for a long time. Respect to you, Drip Advisory. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. Thank you, Tony Bands. Thanks to all of you guys. Y'all did some great comments tonight, talking and stuff, discussions and everything. Y'all did really good. And over here on this channel, everybody have a right to their own opinion. We're not going to get mad at each other or anything like that. We got Trump supporters over here. We got Harris supporters over here. And we got independents like myself. So it's cool. It's all cool, y'all. We're going to respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's opinions. You know what I'm saying? Period. Everything that I read tonight came from news sources, Newsweek, and other sources, okay? Everything. So it is what it is. Okay? And excuse all the bloopers. Y'all know how I be late at night, y'all. Dang. But anyway, y'all, good night, and I'll see y'all later on tonight for Friday effery. All right? Have a good night and a good Friday, and blessings, you guys. And thank you so much for tuning into Shades Tube. And I am out, y'all. And thank you again, Jermaine, for that right there. Peace out, y'all. Let's go ahead and change all of this first. I always forget to take stuff down. Let's see. Where are we at? There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Let's get out of here.